via our YouTube channel. Welcome to the Mid-Morning Buzz, and it's a pleasure being here with you as always. Well, we have some wonderful individuals in studio, some of which is no stranger to us. Some have become almost like family. And you say Simon Green, and everybody said, okay, yeah, you know him, yeah, okay. You say the Coding Academy, oh yeah, I know that. And anyone who will become almost like a stranger to you is Wendy, but of course she's part of the Coding Academy family. So the Coding Academy, they take care of course, not just your intellectual capacity, but certainly, Simon, when man work hard, they must eat well.
That's right.
They must eat well. So Wendy's here to talk to us about that element of what's happening. What is it?
Mandy.
Oh, Mandy. Why do I call her Wendy?
His wife's name is Wendy.
So he's confused then. Oh,
Not exactly.
You need to feed him something.
I need to feed him something.
You need to feed him something?
Yes.
Talk to me. So, of course, you have the guys in the back that's leading, taking care of the algorithms and everything else. And you, the lady, when they are hungry and they're revved up, you take care of them? What's that?
Very well.
What else is happening down there?
Well, this is Chef Mandy Grenada. Good morning. And as of Monday 16th, which is next Monday, it's our grand opening of Green's Cafe. And yes, I'll be back. I'll be back at the helm of Green's Cafe. I'm now the owner of Green's Cafe. Thanks to Caribbean Coding Academy, they made that possible. And I would like to say thanks to the team of Caribbean Coding Academy. At Green's Cafe, we're coming back with a bubble, with a little sass. The prices are going to be just what you want. Best food, best prices. We cater for everybody and everything. Mm-hmm. We cater for the early birds who have to run to work, the moms who's on the go, you can't prepare the breakfast. Green's Cafe has that for you. We're going to open from 7 in the morning to 7 in the night. On Fridays, we're going to go a little later. You know, Friday's the day. But Monday is the day to pop in and get your deals on your food, your drinks. We have specials on everything. Everything. When I tell you everything, from the roast bake in the oven, from the fry bake off the pan, you come down at Green's Cafe and we're going to take care of you. Those guys that like the wild meat, we have you covered. The vegetarians, we also have you covered. Everything at Green's Cafe just for the Grenadian public. The loyal customers, we want to say thank you. And now that I am back, I am looking forward for more support from everybody.
So Green's Cafe, where are you located?
We are located on H. Street in the old Bobby's Tire Shop, just behind the fire station.
Right.
Downstairs, the Coding Academy. It's Green's Cafe.
I know a lot of restaurants, are you going to have a schedule in terms of Mondays you get this, or do you come order, sit down? Exactly. What's the in-house arrangement like?
The in-house arrangement, you can call and make your reservation. You can come and relax in ambience.
Right.
You can also call and make order to pick up. You know, and we do delivery around the St. George's area for free. You know, so you come at Greens, we have it. We have it.
You said breakfast. You start in early morning.
Yes.
What's the price range like?
The price range of breakfast start from $5. Everything. You start from $5. So you come and you want your bacon, saltfish, you know, your whole wheat plain coconut, you know, fry bake, you're going to get that. You're going to get your salad also with your breakfast. Right. We also offer different salads, different wraps, different burgers. And the price is within your range. We cater for the people because we know what's going on economically out there. So we cater for the people with those kind of situations.
So you're officially back and in living colors?
Of course now.
with a bag?
With a very big bag too.
Well, I mean, once you have, you know that certain things, when you get into certain investments, Simon, if you say this person's behind you,
right,
then I guess the excitement starts to grow.
Well, obviously.
She says the Caribbean Coding Academy is behind her.
Great support.
And you thought those guys were just they were just a bunch of techies.
Oh, no.
Locked up in a room.
Never. They cater for every need.
It's a very innovative team.
Very innovative.
So it's Green's Cafe. It reopens Monday.
Yeah, it's reopened under new management. Right. I am now the owner of the restaurant.
And you start 7 o'clock in the morning?
7 in the morning, 7 in the night. Owner and chef, chief bottle washer.
Okay. Breakfast, of course, all things local.
Everything local.
I get my fig and saltfish sauce.
You come fig and saltfish, you get your stuff. Everything strictly local. Creole food, we have it.
You got konjaks too?
Honey, I just go into Grenville and Saturday and get some. Got it for you. And your salt mackerel and everything. You know, it's a season.
Wendy, you got me. Reminding people, how can persons reach you?
You can reach me on 403-4701 or 414-8400.
What about social media?
Facebook and at the Greens Cafe website and Instagram.
Wow. She's covered all of your bases. So those of you you're looking for an additional outlet for great food, great education, of course, the folks at the Great According Academy, they're making sure they're taking care of your every need. Thanks a lot, my dear, and of course, certainly next time you come back, you'll bring Gets breakfast.
Of course, I'm already your chef. You just don't know.
Well, taking us by storm like everything else. Thanks a lot, my dear.
Thank you, Grenada. Thank you very much.
We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be talking about some of the exciting things that, of course, the According Academy has coming up. One of them being, I can tell you what it is. Yeah, kite versus drone. It's on the way. The conversation continues. Quick commercial break, and we are going to be right back.
Blue suede shoes.
Hey, you! Who are you? Are you bold, vibrant, full of color and life, with energy waiting to just burst out? That youthful vibe. Or are you a classic? You love the old school, but you still know how to keep it relevant. Kinda like a retro mix. Nah? Hey, maybe you're just refined. A fine, classy, chic piece of refined elegance. No matter who you are, Sissons has that outside color to match that inside feeling. Visit any of our retail or distribution outlets and ask for our tropical modern color collection. Sissons, good looks that lasts.
Of the conversation with our friends from Grenada According Academy, and certainly it's a conversation, gentlemen, that cannot be underscored. You can't ever get tired of talking about technology, talking about the new frontier, and it's a new frontier that's been there a while, and it's going to be 20 years from now. Is going to be the new frontier, because when it comes to technology, Simon, it evolves, and there's
well, that's right.
What was relevant? What was cutting edge technology? Remember the days of years ago when, if you look at mobile devices,
right,
when Nokia ruled the world and Samsung was almost second grade and all that kind of thing, and remember the days of the Motorola StarTAC, and guys had remember when
the big phones?
Yeah, a flip phone. If you had a flip phone in those days, you are the man. You are the top of the.
Do you remember the big Motorola's? Almost looked like a huge.
Yeah.
Well, if you had a beeper going to
beeper. That was cool.
The other day we were talking about how it has evolved. That when you left home, you got a call. You had your pager,
right,
and you had to run to the phone booth. You actually got a page. Whoa. You got a page, and you got to get some quarters now. Go to the phone booth. No.
I used to come and ask you for a beep, and I said, man, can I get a little beep?
That's the point. Even the phone booths, I think, are now pretty much obsolete. I don't think there's one around.
Who uses it anyway?
No, I have no idea.
Everything is done literally in the palm of your hand.
Exactly.
And of course, the wonderful folks at the Great According Academy leading that charge, Simon.
Oh, definitely. And it comes back to the reason why I'm here too. Coming up soon in the next couple of days, we'll be having a new workshop that According Academy will spearhead in conjunction with a company called Cyversify out of Trinidad and Tobago. They've been very innovative in this new area, which we call augmented reality. These days, everybody walks around with a telephone or a mobile phone.
Right.
And, from banking to shopping to keeping you on schedule, all your information, and so it's pretty much there. And they have created some very exciting technologies, which is pretty much mobile ready, and the average customer business, if you know how to use it, you can definitely create a lot more ease of business, reach people a lot more effectively, save a lot of money, and really be cutting edge. Imagine, Joe, you're sitting in your office space or your home, and you see a product and you want to see how it looks in this corner there in three-dimensional. And you can use your phone and literally just hold it up and move that object around, and you could actually see it. You can measure off your room and send it to an architect and say, look, I want you to design this shelf for me. things of that sort. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So we have a colleague, Mr. Giovanni Emmanuel, who is the software engineer who the Coding Academy will be hosting. He'll be coming up for this one-day workshop. So we're inviting a lot of companies, a wide cross-section of businesses, including folks involved in architecture, construction, those of you who work with
real estate,
real estate, banking,
the banking thing.
Public and private sector, those folks who use a lot of circuit boards and would need to have, all of their technicians up to par in real time as to what's happening in their system.
So it's the case that they have to register to be part of the event?
Yeah.
Let me just one of the things that it's going to be on the 15th, Wednesday the 15th of April. It's going to be at 2 p.m. The beautiful thing about it is that give us a call at the Caribbean Coding Academy, 456-1568. It's very important that you get registered, because one of the challenges that we have, our building can only hold about because we want everyone to be sitting in front of a computer system so that it can be operational. So we can hold comfortable maybe 40 persons. So we want you to really register early. So if need be, we may ask Vani to stay on an extra day. So so if we have, but we initially we can only accommodate about 40 persons.
That's right.
And then we have a evening, afternoon brunch thereafter, where after we can have a chat, whereby because of the
at
the cafe
yes.
for the in terms that we provide them with eats and stuff like a light snack, right? The registration fee is $100. The registration fee is $100. So give us a call again at 456-1568. Now the beautiful thing about the AR is that, particularly for realtors and stuff like that, here's what happens. Imagine that somebody in St. Patrick's has some land, right, and the realtor has to drive up there and take pictures and stuff. With the AR now, we would help them to sort of they go onto the app, take a shot, a snap of the land, and then they can take that information to the bank, and we will create artistic rendition of that place, what your building will look like. So you have a piece of land, and we can put that stuff, and we go send that into the bank.
That's right.
A real rendition of what the building will look like.
Right.
Even though the building is not there yet.
Right. There you go.
So that's the beauty of it. We give you it's because it's what is called augmented reality.
Yeah. The bottom line of this is that in this era of technology, back in the days when we looked at sci-fi movies as kids, and we saw all these futuristic-looking things, where we can stay in one part of the world and perhaps reach the stars or wherever else. AR, that's the point. AR is really one of those breakthrough technologies that as little children we used to see in science fiction movies that is actually really here now. Imagine before you build a house, you can actually see the colors of the wall, see where furnitures are going to be, all these different things, walk through with your architect, design it to your own specification, as opposed to just looking at the blueprint on a flat piece of paper and then having somebody interpret what it could be like for you. So that's just one of the possibilities. And again, because Grenada has such a wide portfolio of services that we're offering, I think even for the folks who want to come into the island to, let's say, make investments and to interact with companies, having an app like that or having a platform for that could really help us to reach the world and to really showcase things in a very fresh and innovative way.
So while we're at a good time, we're at another time. So the event is the date and time?
15th
of
April. It's a Wednesday, and then it's at 2 p.m. And now we have to transition out to the main event, Grenada. Things are getting real, guys. We are getting ready for the drones versus kites at the port. This is on Easter Monday.
Easter Monday?
This thing is, people have been calling like crazy. Everybody want to be part of this. But here's one of the challenges that we have is that, you must call us to register. You must call us to register if you want to participate, because we have a first prize of $1,500 for the biggest, the best kites. And so therefore, we want you to call us at 456-1568 to let us know that you're going to be an official person. We don't just want you to run up there with your kite and enter the day of the event. Right. We want to know that you give us your name and information. There is a $10 registration fee so that you will be part of this. Very important. So we don't want you to come just run up there with your big kite on the truck the day of the event. The other thing is that we have partnered with a lot of persons. For example, we have the Made in Grenada exposition. We are having a flea market. We also have some of the kids, Bungston Castle. Correct. We have the car racing. We have drones. We have light aircraft. If you look at our ads, there are going to be a plethora of things. It's going to be one of the most unbelievable events, because what we have done is that we are doing the Grenada a service. We want to move kite flying and stuff away from St. George's. Mm-hmm. We want to sort of centralize it, make sure that we can now do it in a safe, controlled environment where you can do the droning. So we are working in conjunction with the airport. We are working in conjunction with Grenlec and these entities to make sure. So if you can, what happens now, the airport authority can now let the planes and stuff know that there's a kite and drone activity, and they can reroute, right?
And that's on Easter weekend.
Easter Monday. So it's imperative that we do it. So once again, give us a call at 456 456-1568. Also, you can reach me, 449-6861. It's very important. We need you guys to register, because we don't want you to come at the last minute, because there's so many people are calling, but we need them to register for the event. Okay. So once again, let me tell you what it is. It's kite flying, drone racing, remote control cars. Some of these cars get up to over 100 miles an hour. You'll see some of the most phenomenal car racing of all time.
Well, I know certainly before the event comes, we're going to continue that conversation again. But don't forget, give the Code Academy a call, 456-1568, so that you can register. 21 minutes gone past the hour. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we continue with the conversation right here at Classic in the Morning Time. Classic 105.5 and 105.9 on the FM band.
When you think of Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, what comes to mind? A reliable financial institution that has stood the test of time. Maybe you think about the convenience and quality financial service they provide. Do you think about their readiness to help you retire, achieve your academic goals, build your dream home, buy the piece of land or the elegant car? Or maybe the convenience of their different locations, Jubilee Street in Grenville, the sub-office at Belmont Estate, or the new outlet on Lucas Street in St. George's in the Derek Sylvester building. Maybe you always consider how they're always a phone call away. 442-8602 or 438-4228. They're also online, www.grencu.org. No matter what comes to mind, remember, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is the best place to save and to borrow, working with you to make your brighter tomorrow.
As part of our social media revamp, the GBN is committed on providing accurate information by just one click through our social media platforms. You can now follow our Facebook page at GBN Television, together with our sister stations Classic FM Grenada and Hot FM Grenada. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Grenada Broadcasting Network. They say one picture is worth 1,000 words. Now you have the opportunity to follow us on Instagram at GBN_news, and our newly added WhatsApp feature to our news and current affairs department on telephone number 473-405-3052. GBN, with you, anywhere, everywhere.
See it first on GBN. All the stories, from politics to industrial unrest. Tourism. Light it up. Light it up.
Station 2 Grenada.
entertainment, sports and culture.
Great shot there of Anderson Peter from Grenada, the Commonwealth Games bronze medalist.
Year of athletics. Set the stage for us, Kwame.
Well, the stage is that we have over 400 and something athletes down to compete at the Horizon National Champs. We're looking at over 90 events, having to increase based on the participation of the athletes, and also we're looking forward to possible selection of our character team, and as well as other teams for other regional competition, and we're looking at minimal cost of only $10 to attend a full day track and field event from 10 in the morning to about 8 o'clock in the afternoon.
And I'm happy that you said it, because I was about to ask you, but you kind of touched on it before. To set in motion for me the real objective of the Nationals, because there's so many different events. You had the kids,
Yeah,
you're reading
definitely.
meet, you're having to call, and different things. Why? I mean, 400 athletes, what's so special about the national champs? But kind of expand on it, because you talk about it says it's a precursor for selection to the national teams.
Well, we have to go just before that, and the Athletic Association is mandated to have to host a national championship every year. So we're mandated by World Athletics to ensure that we have this event for athletes and for competitors to display the athletic talent they've been training for that time. So we must have this meet. That's one meet we are obligated to have every year.
Right.
In addition to that, because of where the meet falls, the junior as well as the senior national championship, we use it as one of the primary meets for the selection of the character games, for character team, as well as many other regional and sometimes international competition.
Right.
Oftentimes, athletes in many other countries, they are mandated. You must compete at your national champs in order to qualify, in order to get onto the national teams, even if you would have had the fastest time in the world. So that is how important the national champ is. And so, as the Athletic Association, we would have tried to ensure that we have the championship over the years to meet our obligation, but more so to have the athletes put their talent on display. And we're so grateful that Ariza would have partnered with us this year and in the past to ensure that a meet of such importance is held.
400 plus athletes?
Yes, 400 plus athletes registered and ready to go for national championship.
They represent school clubs?
Represent school clubs. We have a newcomer on board for the national championship, MVP Track Club, based at the Tantine. We have South City Rising Stars, St. David's Track Blazers, Speed Zone, Ace Track Club, Terminal Velocity, some of the secondary schools. We talk about Tantine Bullets, we know that comprise of the high school GBSS outfit, J.W. Fletcher, St. David's Catholic Secondary School, and from St. Andrews, there's a new club coming in there from St. Andrew, and even the athletes from the Blue Bloods out of St. Andrews and can, be represented at the national champ.
I noticed a lot of the other meets they run for cash and everything else.
No,
the national champs.
No, the national champs is strictly they will get the price would be that of medals and trophies.
Right.
And we at the end of the day we're looking to crown the top team at the championship, the most outstanding athletes in the various categories, and looking at the performances and equating them to get them selection.
And of course, this year is going to set the stage for the call.
Well, then again, that's a precursor. Oftentimes they would use the national championship to get an idea as to top athletes and so forth for intercall, as well as where the trophy would really go. At the championship.
Behave. I'm trying to behave myself. Let's not go there.
Well, I mean, that's the nature of it, that's the wonderful thing about track and field. It's the athletes against the clock, athletes against the other competitors, and at the end of the day, the best athlete or the best performing athlete on the day wins.
And I'm assuming that there's a bit of a hunger by a lot of the athletes, because last year was a punctuated athletic season.
Yeah, not only the athletes, we were rather encouraging what was encouraging from the turnout of the at the KFC relay meet, and we hope that continue the support of the public in allowing the athletes to have a stage for the display of their talent, and they've been working hard. And I know of athletes who've been training since August, and so they want to compete. So let's give them the stage for them to compete, as well as you say, the decrease in the amount of athletic events that you would have had for over the period to get the stage for them to compete.
It's interesting that you're deeply involved in athletics, but you're also a school teacher. So of course you can appreciate the fact that what happens on the track and on the field goes beyond that. But of course, it's opportunity for individuals to win scholarships. Years ago we saw track and field as just when you're a little boy just running outside and until whatever. But we've gone past that era.
Yeah, definitely. And I think not wanting to go into my personal views on it, it's allows for so much, So as we all would have to do, we have to facilitate.
We got to be part of the process. Reminding this, it happens this Saturday at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Is the national champ starts what time?
We start at 10 o'clock. It's like 10:10. So we start at 10, and you get to pay $10. Just $10 to come in and see.
Finishing at 10?
And no, not 10 to 10. We say 10 and 10. That's 10 and 10. So we start at 10. We're going to start with some of the field events, track events, and even mixing some jumps, and then we go up to about 8 o'clock. And for that full day of competition, from start to finish, only $10.
That's quite reasonable.
Quite reasonable.
That's a giveaway. Yes. Let's not even say the reason.
Yes.
Let's really giveaway. It's a full day.
Full day of competition. Oftentimes we'll go 2 days. But we look at the nature of how things are and to maximize in terms of for the athletes' performance. And so we had to we bring to 1 day, give the public a treat. Oftentimes, they might be paid more, but this year and last year was a treat. Come and enjoy track and field.
Well, folks, Kwame has rightfully put it. The thing start. It is a precursor to the call. It is a national championship that takes place this weekend. The Blue Bloods is going to be there. The Tantin Bullets is going to be everybody. The whole kit and caboose is going to be there. Certainly sets up, of course, a mouth-watering, of course, appetizer for what, of course, is going to transpire for Intercall 2020. Anything before you run, Kwame, that we haven't touched?
No, we just want to say, come out to the Ariza National Championship on Saturday. Come out and support. I know Ariza might be doing some bits and things, one or two on the day.
Right.
So we want to say, continue supporting our sponsors, continue supporting the people who really have track and field and have the sport at heart, and let us, continue to work for the students' benefit.
And they've been doing this some years now.
Yeah, we skipped last year because of the nature of things, and then in the previous 2 years, this year we really have a good partnership and relationship. They came on board and they committed to working with us this year.
It's always good, of course, when you find private entities that are committed to track and field. It's not just about sports. It's about our nation's youth and youth development. Kwame Hippolyte, of course, representing the Greater Athletics Association, of course, on part of the organizing committee for national champs that takes place this weekend. Saturday, actually, because this weekend my son is that far. This weekend, Saturday at the National Stadium, starting at 10 in the morning and going until 8 in the night. Well, 10 for 10. Starting 10 is only 10 and 10. 10 and 10. Only $10 to get past the gate. Take a quick commercial break. Of course, rally your troops. Where the trophy going? Oh boy, leave that alone. Leave it alone.
Leave that for after champs.
Leave it for after champs. Quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Storm-out careless or intentional bushfires, dead out. Youths, hunters, smokers, let's prevent bushfires. Here's why.
Yeah, bushfires. The shoreline's wet, crops should be bushfires. Can lead to food scarcity, threatened biodiversity, cause water shortage, water calamity. Bushfires in watersheds deplete water quality, threaten property, life and security. Bushfires set intentionally, water insanity.
Bushfires can cost millions in losses annually and are often caused by careless or intentional actions indictable under the law. Forests are life-giving. Save them. A message from the Fire Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force and the Caribbean Open Trade Support.
Breaking barriers. Going beyond the ordinary. Examining the stories beyond what meets the eyes. GBN gets to the meat of the matter. Join us on GBN Television, Classic Radio, gbn.gd, or on Facebook via your smartphones and other devices. We take you beyond the headlines every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. We are GBN, rated number 1.
Down to Woodlands now because you have the wonderful folks, Ms. Duncan and Chris from the YMS house. Chris, are you set for national champs?
I'm not too sure.
Ms. Duncan, are you ready for national champs?
Yes, I am.
Chris, what school you went to? You look PBC.
No. Actually, no. To be honest,
I say you look PBC.
To be honest, and a lot of people really don't know
Oh boy.
Right.
I want to hear this.
I never actually went to school in Grenada.
You're not one of us?
No.
Oh, you're not one of us. But if you had the chance to, we'd have put you in PBC. Ms. Duncan, what school you went to?
Well, my daughter goes to Beacon.
Okay, so you're Beacon girl.
Yeah.
You're Beacon girl. Okay.
Why PBC?
That's fine. Huh?
Why PBC?
PBC boys have a look.
Have a look?
This is the way we GBS is supposed to happen. Anyway, let's leave that alone. Anyway, you will not understand, Chris. You didn't go to. If you missed secondary school in Grenada, you will not understand the rivalry that exists.
But I used to run back in my days.
Run what?
Yeah.
Run what?
Yeah, I used to run.
Run what, Chris?
I used to run 100 meters.
Running women don't count. But anyway, for the purpose of for history's purpose, you ran 100 meters.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, let's see what's running away. A lot of giveaways, great prizes done at the YMS house.
Yeah.
What are we offering this week?
All right. So what we have basically is ceiling fan. Right,
Okay.
we have ceiling fans. We have our cylinder fan rods and also the remote controls as well for these fans. Right, so if you're feeling it a little, if you find you're hot, you're home and you're feeling a little hot, you know,
Is
so
that
you
universal?
need.
Can it be programmed as one of those universal remotes that work TV, fan, everything?
No, it's not one of those.
Nah. Too much remotes in the house, man.
No, but that means you don't want to get to do anything then. Okay, we take your silence as yes.
Well, that's why there's a remote, Chris.
Yeah?
That's why there's a remote.
Okay. All right, if you say so.
Fans, and okay. So let's talk about. So this is the.
All right. So this is actually
What's this?
That's a rod.
Rod for what?
For ceiling fan.
The rod to do what?
All right. Let's say you have a high ceiling.
Well, I kind of figured that's what it's for, but it's heavy.
No, it's not heavy. But you just weak then.
Well, maybe I was expecting it to be much lighter. Maybe I should say maybe. Okay. I think maybe it was the anticipation.
Yes.
But it has a little bit much more weight than I initially anticipated. Okay.
Yes. So basically, this one here is basically if you have a very high ceiling, okay,
right,
and you want to actually drop your fan a lot lower, right, so you can get a lot of breeze, right, in your home or basically wherever you want to put a ceiling fan, right. So this is basically a longer version, right. Normally, some ceiling fans might basically come with maybe a foot. Right, a foot, and you want to drop it a lot lower. So this is available at the Wyman's house, right? So this is actually a 36 inch.
Okay.
Okay. This is actually a 36 inch. Okay, so we have others as well. Okay. Others. We have it in chrome, of course. Right, so this is actually a 12 inches. Right, also come in chrome and white as well. Okay.
The price range, though. I know folks. I mean, there's also a question of
the price range. Okay, so this one here, the first one, right? That is $80 and $48.
Right.
Okay. So and this one here as well, right? The 18 inch. This is also the 18 inch. This 87.53.
Right.
Okay. As I said, we have different sizes. Okay. We have also this one here, 12 inch as well. Okay. This 12 inch is also 79.73.
And I guess which one it all comes at the choice.
The choice. Yeah. Right. So now they have different sizes as well, right? So we have from half inch to 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's basically you have to know what size or your ceiling fan will actually work with.
So somebody at home, they listening, they're viewing, they're interested in a fan. They call how easy the process?
No, it's very easy, right? We have different types of ceiling fan, right? We have ceiling fan with light, right? With the LED light. Sorry that we cannot work with it today because it's a very big unit.
Right.
Okay. It's a lot. It's powerful, right? You get a lot of cool breeze with it as well. Okay, so we have. Let me just run through the prices of the ceiling fan. I'm not too sure if Miss Duncan would like to let you know about the different types and the prices as well.
Okay, the Nevada, that's a 42 inch. That is $424.10. Very affordable. We also have the white chrome, which is 56 inches. That's $444.98. And we also have the Bendant, which is 52 inches, $798.70. Very affordable prices.
Yeah.
And of course, the fans that you have with us, we literally just scratching the surface in terms of the selection, the wide selection of items that's available at the YMS house.
Definitely. Yes. Also for the controls for the fan as well, right? Now this fan is basically you can have up to 4 speeds. Right,
okay.
And definitely on these fans is high quality fan. So just imagine the power that you are getting from these fans.
A young wind tunnel.
Listen, we have actually one in our room, and the fourth is sometimes the fourth one. The fourth speed is you swear like you're outside.
Right, it's that powerful.
It's that powerful. Right, is that powerful?
Durability questions I was going to ask, but I mean, there's some people they don't mind. It's a good price, they find.
Yeah.
Others strike a balance. For me, I don't mind spending the extra $1 once I know the quality is good.
Yeah.
And I know at the YMS house, there's no question about that.
We strive on quality, right? And that was actually one of our time quality. Electrical products at its best, right? So as I said, quality stuff, right? And as I said, now the dial. Now we also have a switch as well, right? Now you can. The switch is basically for if you have a light on the ceiling fan, right? Now sometimes I have these ceiling fans that you have the switch, and plus you might have to put a separate switch for the light.
Right. This comes
together in one. Right. Is, as I said, is less hassle than putting a next switch, putting in a next box, running a different wire somewhere else. So as I said, this is all in one.
And when all else fails, there is a remote, right?
Yeah, and I know you will like this one as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Get excited.
Yeah. Only at the Wyman's house, huh?
Right. So this is the remote control for our ceiling fans. Right. As I said, as I always say, guys, talk to your electrician. Let your electrician get on board of wiring it. Right? We don't instruct people to wire it up yourself.
Right.
Get a licensed electrician and let them do the wiring.
So let me ask you. So this is the remote. You have the rods. There's a fan. Somebody looking to make an investment, and it is an investment. Any addition to your house is an investment. It's not an expense. It's an investment. What's the minimum amount a person can, let's say, they're looking at? They're looking to invest. Or is it the price? The fans come in a different range. Let's say 400, 300, up to based on what you're looking for.
Well, let's say if you're looking for a certain amount of ceiling fans, right? That goes on to the special order as well, right? Now, if you see you want looking for 5, 6 fans, you're doing a big building, right? And you want to put your fans, you want to put the whole building in fans, right?
Right.
We will actually, if you don't have the amount you're looking for, right, we will actually bring it in for you.
And then that is, of course, is a service that you provide, not just for the ceiling fans.
Yeah.
But for anything that's, of course, either in the store or in your catalogs.
That's correct. Right.
Okay.
So as I said, we don't say, you know what, we'll bring this in, and we will just charge you for shipping and thing. We will actually just charge you for basically the price of the ceiling fan.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. As I said, we try to work with everyone.
So let me make sure I can appreciate it. And is that just for the ceiling fans? Cause
not just for the ceiling fans. Anything that we have available in the store.
The element of the freight. So you're just charging for the item.
Yeah.
So the freight and all, you cover that.
Yeah. We as I said, sometimes if it's not enough, right? If we have something in the store and it's not enough, we will actually bring in more for ourselves as well.
Okay.
Right. So basically, it's like we're bringing it in and we still.
So the person initiate the order, because some persons, when you do this purchases for them, normally you have to pay for the cost of the item, the cost of freight, and all of that. So you might as well just come to the YMS house and let them just order for you.
Yeah. Right. So we bring it. As I said, if we don't have the quality, the amount, right? Let's say you're taking 5, right? We won't just bring in 5.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
We will still bring it for our purposes as well. Other customers looking for.
Absolutely.
Right. And for them to purchase. Right. So I know a lot of people that say, you know what, I'm looking for 5 of this, or 6 of this switch. Some people that's actually bringing the actual 6.
I know there's some persons, for them brand is everything.
Yeah.
Is this a Westinghouse brand?
Yeah, Westinghouse brand.
It's a very good brand.
It's a new brand. It's something new that we're trying with the ceilings fan, right? And so far we have a good feedback on this brand.
Well, the YMS house is happy, and so too is a local utility company. More fans spinning around Grenada.
No. Basically, our fans, basically, we strive to actually look for, as I said, quality fans, right? Something that is very low powered, that wouldn't pull a lot of energy, right? So we try to source these things, right? When the person who's ordering stuff, right? They have a lot of work to do. They have to make sure, you know what, is 220. If it's 220, 110, sometimes the amperage, the wattage, right? So all these things have to come in play.
And these fans, are they dual or is it 110, 220?
No, it's 220.
220.
Yeah, 220.
So that was good. A lot of times you buy these units from overseas. People always said with the challenge, but these are 220.
220.
Yeah. Straight off the cuff. So reminding you folks, you're looking for, of course, you want to cool down. You're looking, of course, just to maybe add to the ambience, or literally. And some people put a ceiling fan, just literally nothing to do with the heat,
No.
Just to add to the decor of your house, your room. You can actually consider that. Or if it's a case where literally you just need to cool down, you get, of course, your 4 speeds. Ceiling fans, of course, is from Westinghouse, and you can get it at, of course, the YMS house. Westinghouse, YMS house. fans. What else? What else is this happening?
All right.
Anything else?
Yes. So we just want to touch on one or two things. Reminding people about our appliances.
Yes.
We have fridge available, washing machine, stove, as Ms. Duncan say, and a large range of different items. You know, we have some nice little gadgets as well. We have a power bank. We have our Bluetooth speakers. I think we have one more vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. The portable.
Before you order the rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know. Right. All these is stuff that as I said is very new to the Wireman's House, right? So as I said earlier or previous programs, right, we are trying to make the Wireman's House into a one-stop shop.
But so far, you've done a pretty good job at that. Of course, introducing today, fans, ceiling fans. You can get it at the Wireman's House Plus. Every and anything. And if it isn't available, of course, you either from your in-house catalog, or if the person, of course, you would source it for them and get it in.
Yes. One little information though. I know people would have come in looking for lights. Right. What they can do if they come and looking for lights and they're not seeing a specific one that they are looking for, right? Catalog is available.
We also have a catalog available,
right? That they can actually go through
and choose
whatever light they.
You always like the sun. There's always the alternative.
Yeah.
There's always the alternative. And of course, at the Wireman's House, you do a pretty good job. You know, you're not a case where you say we don't have it and you have to go somewhere else. You say, okay, we don't have it available at our store, but certainly wherever it is, in the deep ends of the earth,
we will try to find it.
You're going to find it. That's all the reasons why, of course, you need to shop at the Wireman's House. There's no if, buts, maybe, or perhaps. But, of course, you never want to assume that individuals know exactly how to reach you.
Yes.
Contact numbers?
All right, so the contact numbers is 443-5577 or 449-5577. Email address is thewireman'shouse@gmail.com and also sales@thewireman'shouse.com. You can also find us on Facebook as well. We have a good connection with our viewers, our customers as well. You know, sending back information. You know, you could also find us on WhatsApp as well, right? You know, I don't always say, you know, if you're looking for anything, if you don't want to call, you know, you can leave a message, WhatsApp, Facebook. You know, we will try to get back to you as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So if one day I'm trying to find Tony Jr., I can always watch you. The Wireman's House can help us with that?
Yeah.
But then again, we don't need to try to find him. That you just walked in the studio, which of course is an indication that we're getting ready for the midday edition, a production of our News and Current Affairs Department.
Wrong word yet again, not an indication. It's an established fact. Time for Joseph to go. Bye-bye.
You see, Grenada, that's how he behaves otherwise. You think there's a gentleman in him, but then again, he's a PVC boy anyway. I mean, he gets hostile. I don't know why he gets hostile around the GBS says elites. I don't understand, but we leave that conversation for a different place in time. And that's where we put a wrap onto this program, folks. It's always a pleasure being here with you. Before I go, of course, as I always say to you, if life hands you, Tony, some lemons, you make yourself some lemonade. It hands you some peppers. Why not make yourself some pepper sauce? If it hands you some stones, why not, of course, open yourself a quarry? Remember?
Or build a strong house.
The question is, we can either say the glass is either half empty or half full. It all depends on your perspective. JC loves you. I'm out of here, folks. Keep doing what you do. The midday edition is up next at the top of the hour.
Stepping off the plane,